In today's video, I want to share with you the must-use strategy in your fashion marketing in 2023. I want to share what it is, why it's powerful, and how you can easily utilize it in your fashion business. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Vicki, founder of the Fashion Business Coach, and I help fashion brands to scale strategically and increase their profits. I want to set the scene a little bit before we dive right into what this marketing topic is. So it's important to know that even in this digital age, people still want to buy from people, right? We still want to have that interaction, and people are more likely to buy from you if they like you and if they feel connected to you. Hand in hand with that is also the fact that online, a key part of selling your products is trust. If a customer hasn't heard of you before, if they've not shopped with you before, they're going to have these reservations, and they can be small reservations, they can be big ones. Here's some examples. So a big reservation might be the fear that they don't know your brand, they don't know if you're legit, and what happens if they put their card details into your website? A couple weeks down the road, are they going to find that they've got fraudulent transactions on their credit card? There's that kind of big trust issue that people might have. There's also those smaller trust issues as well, like people thinking, well, if I buy from this brand, it's a new brand, how do I figure out if the product's going to fit me? If it doesn't, is it going to be a hassle to return? And those kind of things. So there's varying levels of trust that need to be built depending on the person, but bottom line is people buy from people, and they buy from people they trust. So what is this marketing strategy that honestly I don't hear talked about nearly enough, particularly in the fashion space? It's relationship marketing. So what that means is, rather than us being a brand who's just pushing our own agenda, pushing our own content out there every single day or week or however your frequency is, we don't want this to be a one-way street. We don't want to just be pushing content out there. And if you're watching this, maybe that's what you've been doing already. You're just pushing out social media content, buy this, buy that, look at our new stuff, and it's very selfish in a way, it's very you-centric. You're not actually getting the customer to chat to build that important relationship with you. Similarly with email marketing, perhaps you're watching this thinking, yeah, I actually just send a weekly newsletter of new styles that are in stock or promotion deals. It's not this two-way street. So this is how I want you to start thinking about your marketing in 2023. Think of it as not just pushing your ideas on people or pushing your products and promotions on people, but actually creating this two-way street, this open relationship. So what are the benefits of this method? Well, aside from building trust, which we've already established is a key part to selling online, it can also massively help with customer loyalty. Customer loyalty is great for many reasons, one of which is you're going to create these raving fans who absolutely love your brand and tell other people. They share your stories, they share your posts and tell other people about your brand, aka free marketing. And it's really powerful marketing because it's coming from a trusted source. A friend telling a friend, trusted source, really, really valuable in marketing. It's also actually going to help with your brand identity because you can start to become known for a brand who really cares about their customers, who engages with their customers, who offers great service and experience. So it can actually boost your kind of credibility and your identity as well. And perhaps even best of all, it can really help to increase your customer lifetime value. If this is not a metric you're familiar with or not a metric that you are tracking and working on, then it's gonna honestly stunt the growth in your business. Because what this does is it allows you to sell more with less marketing effort, or sell more with the same marketing effort at worst case scenario. Essentially what it means is, rather than having to get a ton of customers to your site and sell one thing to all of them, if we increase our customer lifetime value, it means that we can just have a smaller amount of customers and still make the same money because people are making these repeat purchases. Could do a whole other video on this. I probably should. Let me know in the comments if that would be interesting to you, because it's such a key thing for growing and scaling your business, particularly without having to spend big in terms of advertising budgets, paid ads, etc. So there's all of these benefits for this relationship marketing. So here's what you need to do. Rather than, as we said at the beginning, creating all this content that you're just pushing out this one-way street, think about creating content that actually starts a conversation. Now, I'll be honest, if you're posting something polarizing or controversial, then it's going to get a lot better traction. but be careful, tread lightly. We don't want to annoy people, we don't want to offend people, etc. So it doesn't have to be something that's really out there and really controversial. It can be if you're brave, if you want to try that, but it can be things just such as starting a conversation. I'm filming this just as the Super Bowls happened. I'll be honest, I'm English, don't even know what sport the Super Bowl is, but I sure know that Rihanna was there. Everyone's talking about that, everyone has an opinion. Maybe that's something that you want to say to your audience. Just say, hey, what was your opinion on that? Start that conversation going. It can be as simple as that. We don't need to have some long drawn out marketing strategy. You probably should for your business though, especially if you're wanting to scale, but for the purposes of this, just start asking those questions. It's really that simple. You can do this in any format. You can do this on Instagram stories, you can do this on Instagram reels in your captions, however you want to do it. Other platforms like LinkedIn lend themselves to this as well if you are utilizing that, but essentially just making sure that you have these questions. It doesn't have to be every post or every time, but making sure that we try and do this at least once a week to start building that relationship. And most important of all, we obviously reply when people are commenting. We don't want to leave any comment that's not replied to. If it's from a potential customer, the spam ones obviously we can leave. We also want to start taking things into the DMs, into the direct messages to further those relationships. I hope this video has helped you with what you should be doing in your marketing this year, what I've seen working really, really well for brands that I work with. If you have any questions on it, pop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And if marketing and growing your business is something that you want to do this year, you're focused, you're ready for 2023, but you just need a bit of guidance, I'll put my details below. I love working with brands to help them to scale to their next level. Thanks everyone, and I will see you next week for our next video. Bye.